Hey guys, this is Anthony Morganti. I am MrPhotographer.com. Yesterday I did a video on the latest version of Luminar, Luminar 4.2, and in that video I mentioned that there was something totally new in this version of Luminar and something vastly improved. The totally new thing I covered in that video, and that was the AI augmented sky filter that is now in Luminar 4, Luminar 4.2. If you didn't see that video and you're watching this video on YouTube, over on the top right hand corner, a little flag will pop up with a link to that video. I'll also have that video linked at the end of the video, and I'll have a link to that video in the description below this video. If you haven't watched it, I encourage you to watch it because it is a new feature in Luminar that I have not covered in the past. In this video, we're going to talk about what is greatly improved, and that is the portraiture. There's two filters in Luminar, AI Skin Enhancer and AI Portrait Enhancer, which have been improved greatly. Most notably, they added a couple new sliders, but kind of flying under the radar is they improved what they call the ML cache. That's the machine learning cache. And what I found is that these filters now perform much better, much faster, very little lag, and they're just better overall performance. All right, I'm going to just give you a quick demonstration on this image here. No processing done on it at all. I'm going to go to the AI Skin Enhancer first, and you see we have a new slider there, shine removal. And there really isn't much shine on her face. But the idea here is you would move this to the right and it would lower the shine. And as I mentioned, there really isn't much on the face of this image, the person in this image. So we'll move mount, smoother skin, any skin defects, we'll click there. And you can see that it's just, to me, a lot peppier and works a lot faster. There's before and there's after. So that's the AI Skin Enhancer filter. Now, an AI Portrait Enhancer, it's not so much a new slider, it's an improved slider. They're calling it Slim Face 2.0. And to tell you the truth, I don't think I've ever slimmed a model's face in my entire career as a photographer. So this isn't something that I would use. I tend to try to keep my models, male or female, or anyone that I'm taking a photo of, I try to do minimal processing to them. I prefer that females, if they want, let's say, larger eyes or something like that, I prefer they use makeup to achieve those goals, and then I'll just photograph them. It actually makes my job a lot easier, although I will do as needed any processing. So let me show you this AI Portrait Enhancer filter. Of course, it has a face light. Another thing they've mentioned is that they've improved the Skin Enhancer and Portrait Enhancer to recognize faces that are smaller in the frame. In the past, if a person was distant in the shot and their face was relatively small compared to the rest of the frame, the Skin Enhancer and Portrait Enhancer didn't find their face and they didn't work at all. But they've improved that too. Now, she doesn't have red eye. We could whiten the whites of her eyes. We could enhance her eyes, and we could push this up pretty high. I've noticed with brown eyes, you could push that up a little bit higher. Some dark eye removal, dark circle removal, I should say. And here's that Slim Face 2.0. It supposedly works in a more realistic way, and like that. Now, that's something I normally don't do. I will enlarge eyes. I've done that before. Usually you don't want to enlarge them too much, though. It doesn't look right. This works particularly well if your person in the shot, your subject, is squinting. It will help to make them look like they're not squinting quite as much with the enlarge eye slider. Improve eyebrows. It just kind of darkens their eyebrows a little bit. You can see that. All right. Lip saturation, lip redness, lip darkening, and teeth whitening. Push that up. All right, now pretty much it's done. Let me show you a before after. There's before and there's after. Quite a bit done. It seems like when you move each slider, it's doing just a very small part of the person's face. And then when you're all done, you could see you did quite a bit to the image. One thing I don't like right off the bat, and I'll tell you right now, at least as far as the way it processed this image, when I whitened her teeth, it whitened her gums as well. And I don't like that. To me, that doesn't look quite right. Now, the advantage of the AI Portrait Enhancer filter is you could edit the mask. So why don't I show you how to do that very quickly. I'm going to basically remove the adjustments from her gums. So I'm going to go to Edit Mask, and I'm going to get the brush. So we have a brush tool. Now what we want to do is we want to erase the adjustment from her gums. So we're going to click on the erase brush. We're going to leave softness at 100 and opacity at 100. And then what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in. I'm going to hit Command plus a couple times like that. We'll get a smaller brush. I'm going to hit the left bracket key. And then we're just going to come in and I'm going to remove the adjustment from her gums very quickly because I know it's boring to watch. I'll get a smaller brush. I'll get left bracket key like that. We'll get down in here. That. So we're just removing this adjustment. So you have a lot of control with these filters. And that looks a lot better. To me, I'm going to hit Command 0 on my Mac to fit it to screen. It's Control 0 if you have a PC. So to me, that looks a lot better. I could whiten her teeth even more, and it's not affecting her gums at all now, as you could see. And there's before, and there's after. Before, after. That's it. That's the new enhanced portrait tools that are in LUMINAR 4.2. In the description below this video, I'll have a link to LUMINAR. I encourage you to try it out if you haven't already. They have a free 15-day fully working trial. I also have a discount code. It could save you, I think, $10 off the purchase of LUMINAR 4. And I'll have that in the description below this video as well. Thank you, everyone who watches my videos. I really do appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon.